Mm-hmm. I'm such a girl. I could see your nippies.
Yeah, well. You're welcome.
Even through the mask. I love it.
Please hold. Ah, there we go.
You got it?
Early signs of gayness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Give me a tap tap on your mic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, my baby.
Hi.
Hi, my sweet love.
Hello.
You're perfect. Your hair is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Everything's perfect.
I love you.
I love you. How's my wounded little baby bird?
Doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
The bum bum?
The bum bum, yes.
Wait, you should be sitting on something soft.
I am. I'm sitting on a pillow.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a very, very, very big summary, 30-second summary of...
Small summary.
Of what?
Yeah.
What we're referring to.
Well, I had a little procedure on around my butthole, and
It was mentioned in the Astastic episode, I think.
yes, astastic, and the recovery has been very difficult and very painful, uncomfortable, and just fucking gross. But it's been a little over a week now, like a week and 2 days. So hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be 90% healed. So we're on our way there. And yesterday and today, I feel like it's taking a turn for the good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Finally.
Yeah, my
My
baby's
poor
been
baby.
taking really good care of me, though. You've been like a zaddy, mommy, everything, doing all the groceries, walking the dogs, because I can't go out and walk. I could barely walk for a full week. That was really annoying. So
She could barely stand. She could barely sit. She could barely
I had to
walk.
be horizontal, straight up,
Poor baby.
taking 10 baths a day. So you were taking care of a lot, and I really appreciate it. You really took amazing care of me. I really felt the love a lot.
I love you.
I love you.
That's why.
You did amazing.
I love you the most. The
I love you
mostest.
the most.
No, I love you the mostest.
But you also took really good care of our babies.
I mean, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Sometimes, they're a little difficult, but they're our baby daughters. We love them.
Yeah.
This one's just staring out the window.
Yeah.
Hi. What you doing? You want to go? Okay, let me just get my coffee real quick, though, because I forgot it right there.
There you go. We gave them a bath yesterday. They're nice and clean. They're the colors that they're supposed to be.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
The white one is
There
white.
we go. There we go. It's my little love bug.
Yes.
My little baby.
Yeah.
She's going to start fidgeting so hard.
Yeah.
She can't really sit still for very long. She's kind of like you.
Yeah, she definitely gets it from me.
But you kind of have to these days. I'm sure that's been terribly difficult for you to just sit still and not be able to go or do anything.
Well, when it was really painful and I needed to take my mind off things, I was playing Phasmophobia.
Yes.
During the day.
That's true. At least there's that.
Yeah, and that really took my mind off things. And I was doing a challenge where you have to win 50 games at a specific location, which was the campgrounds map. And I got it. I got a little ranger badge. So with Hannah, so now we call ourselves Ranger Danger.
Oh, very nice. Good job, Hannah. Yeah. Ranger Danger.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to keep it very light for your bum bum. We're just going to talk about gayness.
Yeah, and early signs of gayness.
Yeah, when we first discovered that we were gay, or maybe the first signs before we even knew that it was gayness. Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to relate to this one.
Yeah, because some people, the gayness sets in early and some are late bloomers. But then when you realize you're gay and you think back to things that happened a long time ago or when you were in elementary school or high school, and then you think back and you're like, wow, that was gay.
That was gay. Yeah.
That was pretty fucking gay. So that's kind of like what we did is we sat down and we like reminisced on all these like stories that were like, wow, was that gay?
And even in reminiscing, we discovered like a
unlocked
lot of things.
Memories.
Yeah, unlocked memories, but also like, I mean, there's a few things I didn't tell you yet that I reminisced about by myself that I wanted to keep for this episode. But
nice.
It's just so interesting to think back on certain things and then put two and two together 30 years later and be like, oh, that was me being gay.
Yeah.
Wait, before we start though, it'd be a pretty good idea if I just introed this shit real quick.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Where Do I Sit podcast. My name is Sasha. This is my beautiful wife, Alessia. We host together this wonderful queer-friendly podcast. Please subscribe to us on YouTube so that this little endeavor can grow and flourish. And follow us on our socials, Where Do I Sit podcast, all in one word, on Insta and on TikTok. I believe that we have been, I know that we have been permanently thrown in IG jail.
Yep.
We have been sentenced for life on IG
Absolutely.
Due to, just being gay and, just talking about real things in life that queer people go through and intimacy and stuff like that. IG doesn't like us. So if you can please give us a follow, give us some love, share, engage with our shit on our socials. That would be super, super helpful. We need your help.
Sharing is really
Saving
helpful.
too apparently helps.
Saving and sharing.
Yeah. Gotta love IG.
Bonus points for comments.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we are today. Let's talk about early signs of gayness.
Yeah.
Should I start? Should you start?
I want to start. Because so like I have one story that is from elementary school, and then all of my other stories are after.
Okay.
So it's like my earliest memory of, well, aside from like having a huge crush on my like English teacher in the 3rd grade. She was hot. She was like a hot Greek woman. Woo.
I had a crush on my math teacher.
Yeah.
She had a big ass. Damn.
But I didn't know, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
But so this girl, we were in the same, we were besties, okay? We were like becoming besties. And she was in elementary school, she was the like prettiest girl. And she was the one who developed breasts before everyone else.
Oh, shit.
And they were getting big,
They were developed.
They were developing.
Okay.
Live in front of my eyes. And we became friends. And once I went to her house and we had a play date. And then like another time she came to my house and we had a play date. And then I think it was like the 3rd time she was coming to my house. And like, so it was like the 3rd time she's coming to my house for a play date. And we would like wrestle and stuff. And like, cause she was really strong and I was strong. Like we were both like athletic, like we were super like athletic. I don't know. And so we would wrestle for some reason on the bed, like, and
for some reason.
For some reason.
For some unknown reason.
Yeah. And sometimes I would let her pin me down.
Oh.
Just like pretend I wasn't strong enough to like fight back so she would end up on top of me. And I really liked that. And so I was like, this is my favorite game.
A little too much.
Yeah. And then one of my friends, one of my like other, like a real bestie, she called me and she was like, I'm going to go to the park to hang out. Like, do you and your friend want to come join me? And I was like, okay, sure. Like, we're not wrestling anymore, so it's fine. We could go. And we went and hung out with my friend and they like hit it off. and not hit it off in like a flirty way or anything, because we were so young. But they were like chatting a lot and joking around a lot and like laughing a lot, and I got jealous as fuck that like the attention was like this girl's attention was not all on me anymore, and I got really like pissed. And then it was time for us to go home, and I was like speeding on my bike in front of her, and she had to like pedal fast, like keep up, and I was like fucking like speeding home, like so angry that like she had a good time with my friend, and like I was jealous, I guess, like. And then when we got home, I just like fucked off, and I went to my room, and her dad was there picking her up, and like I just like didn't even say bye. Like I still regret it, like thinking
why?
Because I feel bad, like she had no like I just didn't explain myself. I just totally like iced her, and like it was weird of me to do that, but like I could not control my feelings. Like I just couldn't. Like I don't know, it was more powerful than I could like handle, and I feel like I ruined that friendship because it was never the same after that.
How old were you guys?
We were like in grade 6.
Okay, so you were babies. She
Yeah,
doesn't even remember.
No, she for sure doesn't, because she's probably, well, I know she's straight. I was just like, oh man, we could have been like friends after or something, whatever. But I had like, my feelings were too strong, and I was so jealous, and then I don't know.
That's so unlike you, though. My gosh, how
was that
people change over time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was fucking gay.
Yeah.
That was the gayest reaction you could have had.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, though. You're so not the jealous type, but of course you were just discovering yourself, and
I didn't understand. Yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
couldn't understand, and they were so strong, and I was just like, Nyah.
That's the thing, though, is when you start being, I guess, taken over by all these emotions and feelings, and you can't really explain them. It's very overwhelming, and it's a confusing time.
Yeah. And my mom's like, "What happened?" I was like, "Nothing." Because nothing did fucking happen.
Aww.
No one did anything wrong.
That's the problem.
I just gay panicked without knowing that I was gay. I was just panicking.
Oh, that is pretty much the definition of gay panicking, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, my sweet love.
Yeah. So that's my first story, but yeah, you go next, baby.
That's gay as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do I start? Oh yeah. Holy shit. Okay. So I had a best friend at the maybe in elementary school. Maybe I would say starting from the age of I'm going to say 8 all the way until about 12, maybe 13 years old. But yeah, this was a friend that I had in elementary school that I would see very often. My family would bring me to her house, and her mom loved me. Her whole family loved me, really. And I remember she was Polish. Cute. And they'd always have me over. And she would always come over too. But she had a nice dog. His name was Pookie, I remember.
Oh, Pookie.
Yeah, and she had a cute cat too. Anyway, so this was my best friend at the time, and it was the first best friend I ever had as a human. So I was always at her house, and we would play in the basement often. And in the basement, things went down, let me tell you. Nothing too sexual. Things went down downstairs. Like that. What?
Things went down downstairs.
Yes. But it wasn't, we were kids, so nothing crazy. Uh-huh. And back then, kids weren't starting to have sex at 9 years old like they are today. So very innocent.
Oh, God.
Very innocent. So we were playing a lot in the basement, and there was one particular game that I remember that we used to play that would always trigger some lesbian action.
Oh yeah.
She's straight, by the way. She's totally straight today, but I guess we were...
I love how we check up on these girls. Did they turn out gay or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
I feel like everybody does that.
Yeah. So, this fucking game, okay? It was the trigger to my lesbianism and to our lesbianism. Well, she's not lesbian, but...
Well, I thank her for her services.
Yeah, I mean, she was a big part of me discovering that I was very obnoxiously attracted to girls.
Yeah.
So anyway, this game was marriage, wedding ceremony, walking down the aisle, you may kiss the bride type of situation.
I think a lot of people played that.
Yeah, right? Like the husband and the wife walking
yeah.
down the aisle, whatever. So some of the times her sister would come and play with us. She was like 2 years younger, I believe. She would often like officiate me and her.
Officiate? Okay. You may now kiss the bride. Like
Yeah,
that thing?
yeah. That was the moment. That was the moment.
That's the one you're waiting for all week.
Fuck
when
yeah.
you knew you were going to go over to her house.
No, when I tell you, like, absolutely, I was dreaming about that moment. I was like trying to do everything I possibly could so that we can play that game and we can get
so you guys kissed.
So that we I'm gonna get to it.
Oh shit.
But so basically, every time, you know, we decided to play this game, I was like, fuck yeah, it's game on, baby. It's a kissy time. So we would fucking walk down the aisle and we would kiss the shit out of each other.
Like the shit out of each other.
Not the shit out of each other.
Like no tongue.
No, listen. It would start as like a very innocent peck at first, but I think the peck kind of like ignited something within us. Like it kind of gave us the tingles. At least it did for me. That's for fucking sure. But I guess it did for her too. I think she was just very
butterflies.
Like she was in like an explorative phase. Like she's never done that before. Like I think she was just like exploring herself with me, which is more than fine. So we'd kiss the bride. I was trying to remember who was the husband, but I think we'd rotate. And then after that, we'd play another game, which I don't remember what it was, but it involved a whole lot of kissing after that. So the wedding game.
Well, it's probably the making the baby game.
Without making the baby, yes.
Yeah.
It was never like sexual, but
well, yeah, because you were 9, you didn't really know what sex was.
Yeah, at the time, yeah. So yeah, that game would trigger a whole lot of kissing games right after, and fuck, that was very fun for me. And then there was another trigger too that I remember.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so weird. So sometimes her parents would like bring us to McDonald's and we'd go in like the playhouse.
There's like a ball pen and then there's like tunnels and things.
Yeah, those tunnel things. I think it's called the McDonald's Playhouse. But anyways,
yeah.
So we'd go in there and for some reason like that would be a trigger as well. We'd always end up like alone in a corner, like in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, well, let's play a kissing game of some sort. Because, like, it's just perfect. Like, no one's here. We're in public, but we're not. I think that kind of did something for us. The fact that we were, like, sneaking around and kind of, like, hiding and, like, kissing. So, yeah, we kissed a whole lot in there. And I remember having very, very strong tingles. And it was always just kissing, you know? But I remember whenever that tongue would come into play, I'd be like,
damn.
Whoa. Like my whole body would just like vibrate with just horniness. So yeah, that was that with her. And then so we saw each other and we were friends, you know, for a couple of years. And then I remember also we were a little bit older. We were like in high school and she had a crush on this boy. And this boy was like this cool boy, but he was like douchebag boy, and he was like flirting with all the girls and cheating on all the girls and fucking around with all the girls. And I was like, that was when we were we were like balls deep into puberty, and we were like, you know, hormonal and shit.
Yeah.
So the guy was an absolute douchebag because he had the looks going for him. And she was really down for him. She really, really wanted to date him. And I was trying to tell her, like, he's not good, you know. Not because I wanted her. I mean, obviously I did.
Well, you cared about her.
But because, yeah, she was a friend and I cared. And I knew that she was going to make a really bad decision. And she wasn't going to be safe with that boy. So, anyways, she went through with it. But then she came back to me one time and we were hanging out. And she was like, hey, like, I really want to, like, practice kissing so that I could be like I could do a good job with him. So all of a sudden you're in full support of her dating. Yes, I will be there for you. All of a sudden I'm very, very supportive like of him and her having a thing. So I was like, absolutely.
And you need to be a really good kisser. You need to practice a lot.
Oh yeah. I'll be like, I was like, absolutely. I'm happy to help. I'll be a really good friend. Yes. So we absolutely did. We ended up on the bed on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
Kissing.
Good teacher.
Like full tongue and everything.
Good job, babe.
And I was extremely turned on.
Mm.
And then she left. I don't think I saw her again after that, or very few times after that, but fuck did I want more. Wow, that was something else.
She really was intricate in your gayness evolving.
Yeah, she was like the
100%.
first girl I ever kissed, like the first girl that ever gave me the tingles. Like before her, I had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, no clue. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I was always kind of like drawn to women. Like since I was like 5 or 6 years old, I always felt myself being drawn to women. But in no way did my brain compute what that meant. But then when we kissed, I was like, I still didn't understand. But I was like, okay, this is making me very, very excited, you know? And then much, much later in life, I look back and I'm like, wow, that was gay as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gay.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to high school.
Yes, I have stories from high school too.
This one, I'm not sure if that was gay.
Oh,
I
yeah?
need an opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
So in high school, I still didn't understand. Like, I still didn't know. But I dated almost like every fucking guy, but like only for like a week or two each. And I would only kiss and then like be extremely bored of them and like not give a fuck and like zero feelings. Whereas like all the other girls were like boy crazy. And I was just like, okay, I'll date you. And then they're like doing all these nice things for me and like, you know, and then I'll just like kiss them a little bit and then I'll be like, okay, we're breaking up now. Like, like it really wasn't anything. Like the other girls are just like fucking obsessed and with their boyfriends 24/7. But like I would rather be hanging out with friends. So they really weren't a priority for me. But there were these two girls that came to the high school and they were like bad girls. Like they were like smoking weed and like doing bad things and like coming to class high and stuff like that. And they would like pick on everyone like ish. And so one of them was like picking on me, but I was like, damn, she's hot. Like, and she was picking on me. And we even like, one day we were talking on MSN Messenger.
Oh shit.
And she was like, I don't know, bullying me or whatever. And she was like, you know what? And I was like egging her on. I was like, what are you going to do about it? Like, she's like, I'm going to beat you up. I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. You're going to beat me up, whatever. And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, meet me in the alley after school. Like, fuck you. Like, and she's like, fuck you. So it never happened, obviously. But then somehow, like, you go away for the summer, you come back, and then we were just like friends the next year. And then I became one of the bad girls. And then I was smoking weed and I was doing all this dumb shit, whatever. And then I started to like, I think I had a crush on her because I wanted to kiss her because this is so long ago. It's hard to remember. I was smoking a lot of weed at that time. But I remember something about her daring or saying like, oh, if this happens, then like I'll kiss you. And it was something that like wasn't supposed to happen. But then it happened. And I think she kissed me and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy in my head, whatever. And then again, like weeks later, she was like, okay, well, if that happens, then I'll kiss you. And I was like, okay. And then it happened. And she was like, no, I was just joking. Like, I'm not going to kiss you. And I was like, what the fuck?
Excuse me?
I was genuinely pissed and really sad because I was like, guaranteed another kiss. Let's go. Like, yeah, like sick. And then it didn't happen. And well, she was like, no, I'm not kissing you. Like I was just joking. What are you, gay? And I was like, no, you know, like, no, what are you talking about? You know, like, I'm not gay, but like, what? You know? So it's not super specific, but I was sad that I didn't get the kiss that time. So
oh baby,
I think that was gay. Was that gay?
That was hella fucking gay.
Okay.
Like if that's not gay, I don't know what gay even means.
Because like other girls wouldn't care. Like they'd be like, why did you even say kiss in the first place? You know, like
missing out.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Well, okay. So hold on, my brain is just back to high school.
Yeah.
Okay. So in high school, it was also a very interesting time for me. And I think all gays really, because like we're very hormonal,
Yes.
like I said. And
All
stuff.
gays.
All the gays.
All the gays. In and out of the closet.
Yeah. So in high school, I remember, okay, so a little bit of context. I wasn't like the cool girl in high school, but I was like really liked. Everybody was, you know how like in high school you had like cliques?
You were like a
Group
chameleon
friends.
and you could like go everywhere.
Yeah, I remember at like lunchtime, I would fucking spend my whole lunchtime just like group hopping. Usually, you know, high school groups are so like close and they're closed, and it's like they don't, you know, it's like that they're set. Even the cool
Cute.
girls, okay? So the cool girls really liked me. What was great about my high school experience is that there was a group of cool girls. They were like the pretty girls and stuff like that, the popular girls, but they were not mean or bullies. I gotta give them that. Every time they'd see me, they'd just want to hug me and like be super affectionate with me.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean,
Nice.
I fucking milked it.
yeah.
It was really fun having all these like pretty girls always want to hug you and sit on you and shit.
Oh my
'Cause,
God,
like,
sitting on you?
bro, no,
Yo.
hold on. Let me talk about the hugging first.
Oh.
When they'd come into me, okay, and they just hug me, it wasn't just like a hug, like a fucking bullshit ass hug, like you, like the person makes you feel like
Yeah.
you're like a virus, and they just there's like this
Yeah,
much
yeah,
space
yeah,
between
yeah.
you, barely touching.
That's
They
not
give you
even
a
a
little tap
hug.
on the back. Like,
That's not even a
I
hug,
hate those
yeah.
hugs. You might as well just like throw up on me. Like, why
Yeah.
don't? So they were like hugs, like full contact, chest to chest. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So when I say chest to chest,
You mean titty to titty?
I mean, my titties were a little, well,
Oh,
non-existent
no.
at the time, but their titties were tittying.
Yeah.
So they would fucking smash their titties on my chest, and I'd feel them real good.
Yeah.
And I liked it
Yeah.
a little too much. A little too. I'd like
Yeah.
hold them, and they would like, I remember we'd give each other such long hugs, you know, and
Oh, God.
really like smell each other.
I don't think I got enough
like,
hugs in high school. Damn.
Embraced each other, and I was just like fucking all for it. Yeah, that turned me on a lot, the hugging part. And then there was also a lot of ass smacking. By the way, I went
Oh,
to
nice.
a private school, so skirts and everything, right? So a lot of ass smacking, and then obviously they were, like I was saying, they're affectionate, so they'd love to sit on me and I'd sit on them. But like whenever they'd sit on me, like I remember one girl, like just like she was a little bit more adventurous sexually. She like sat on me at one point, but then started like grinding on me like as a joke, and I was just like,
You're like, not okay.
I was like laughing, but in my head I was like, I had such a fucking boner, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was like
Damn.
throbbing.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. And I felt like a perv because I was like, why?
I need to calm down.
Why is this fucking turning me on right now? Like, holy shit. Like, this is.
Maybe she knew what she was doing.
I don't fucking know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, so things like that. They'd sit on me. I'd feel a little tingle or maybe a big tingle. The back scratches.
Oh
you
my
know,
God, the
I'd
back
be-
scratches.
the massages.
Yes.
Everybody wanted
The
massages.
little thing with the pen, the tickles. Yeah.
And I remember I had this like move that everybody would like come to me for me to do it to them. Like I was always like, everybody knew that I was really good at massages, right?
Yeah,
So
you were.
they'd come to me for massages and stuff and affection. And I would like grab my hand and like go up their neck and like kind of like just like massage like right behind the ear and like
You did have the moves.
kind of like, you know, massage their ears and kind of just like go and just like do this shit. And they would just like melt and it'd just be like, oh, like they fucking melted in my arms. And I was just
Nice.
like, and they'd be like, Sasha, can you do the move? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Come over here.
And then you're just like, yes.
yeah.
you.
So
Nice.
anyway, yeah, I had some tricks up my sleeve that the ladies would just
Good
come.
fucking
But they had
job.
no idea that I was just being gay, and neither did I really.
Yeah.
All I knew was that I really liked it. And I knew in high school, I was like, I need to sleep with a girl one day. Because like you, I had boyfriends and shit. All the dudes had crushes
Yeah.
on me. And I was just like, no, maybe, yes. In my head, I was like, I know that I'm going to sleep with a girl one day. I know I'm sexually attracted to girls. That was like later in high school. But I didn't know what to do about it. So I was just like, but I'm still going to end up with a guy because, like, that's what I'm supposed to do, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
I'd still date guys and I'd still be, like, having thoughts about, like, finding the one and getting married and stuff like that one day and all that bullshit. But I knew that I had a very evident attraction towards women. I didn't know what I was going to do about it. I didn't know how. All I knew is that I was going to eventually experiment with that when the time comes, when the opportunity presents itself. I had no idea how or when, but that was clear to me. And then it was like much, much later, like I think maybe in college or halfway through college, that I finally slept with a girl for the first time. And that fucking confirmed it. And I was just like, whoa. Because I had been sleeping with dudes up until then. And like, I hadn't slept with girls, right? So in my head, I was like, well, this is what sex is supposed to be like. Like, I'd sleep with, you know, my ex-boyfriends at the time or whatever. And it was just so dry, bro. Like, my vagina was just like the Saharan desert. Like, it was just sandpaper, bro. Like, I couldn't. And I thought that's what it was because I had no other reference.
Right.
Then when I slept with a girl, I was like fucking tsunami. Like, it was like slipping and sliding. And it was like, fuck.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, literally. And I was just, but even just like emotionally, mentally, psychologically, like everything made sense. And I was just like, oh, so I like really like girls. But yeah, looking back, high school shit, that little move, the fucking massaging, the fucking hugs, the smelling, all of that. I was like, oh man, I was so fucking gay.
You do that move to me and I can confirm it works. It's very nice. It is.
Good.
I felt like I had like a vagina dentata because like I
when
tried.
You were sleeping with boys.
Well, yeah, I would try to sleep with them, but it just was like, nope, not happening. Like, not happening.
Right.
Super clenched and just like not welcoming, and it just wouldn't work. Like, I tried a bunch of times and it was like, nope, you might not cross.
Same.
And so that was like, that's definitely a sign. Okay, so in my first year of college, I made friends with a girl on the basketball team who had like other friends, and then made friends with this one girl, and she was really into watching vampire shows.
Okay, I think I know where this is going. Okay.
So she was really super into vampires at one point, and somehow we started like biting each other's necks. And I was like, fuck yes. Like, cause it's like, it was like, it hurt, but it was like a good hurt and it was turning me on. So I was like, yeah, like, here you go. Like, let's do this. And then I would bite her neck and I'd like put a little bit of lips into it and stuff. And like, I don't know, like obviously I enjoyed it way more than her. And we became like best friends and started having sleepovers all the time. And we would
Jesus
take.
Christ, I thought you were going to say something else. Okay.
What did you think I was going to say?
Well, because you were like best friends and then we started to have.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say have sex all the time.
Unfortunately,
like,
no. But we would take naps, and I would totally have dreams while we were napping right next to each other of us having sex, like full on sex. And she even like woke me up once and told like, and I was having a sex dream and she woke me up, and apparently like my whole body was vibrating. And she was like, you were shaking the bed. What are you doing? Like, what are you dreaming about? You were shaking the fucking bed. In my head, I was like, you bitch. But like, I couldn't say that. But I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, okay, come on, let's be vampires again. Like, shit, I need that right now. But, and like, I don't know why, but like girls really liked napping with me. I think my nap game is strong.
Your nap game is fucking
My nap
strong.
game is really strong because I also made friends with another girl that lived across the street from the school, and she'd always invite me over for naps. Like, she'd be texting me and she'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm in class. She's like, when are you done? You want to come over and nap? And I'd be like, fuck yeah. So in between classes, I just go over to her place and we would nap. Like, that's it. But like, we wouldn't even like talk much. Like, I barely knew anything about her. We would just nap. Like, I don't get it. And like, she wasn't even my type or anything. Like, I wasn't super attracted to her, but I think I was just down to nap, like to sleep next to a girl and like cuddle and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, even when we went on a camping trip, because she was in my program, so we went on a camping trip together with the rest of the class in college, And in cabins, there were these tiny bunk beds. And I was like on the top bunk bed, and then she asked me to come down and nap with her in her bottom bunk bed, in this tiny bunk bed. And I went and I did it, and we slept spooning, and like nothing happened. Like,
that's impressive.
We just like they just love napping with me.
That's impressive. So is she gay today, or?
I don't know. I can't remember her name. I can't even look her up.
Wow, you really didn't know much about her.
No.
Oh shit, that's so weird and fucking
Wait,
hilarious.
I think I did just remember her name.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick little stalking
Let me
sesh
write
right
it down.
after.
I don't know her last name though. There's no way I'm gonna find her. We have to check these things. It's important to know if people are gay now.
We need answers.
So it's very important.
Yes.
Oh my god, wait. I think I remember her last name. And she had a brother.
Very exciting.
Okay.
Very exciting.
So my spoon game and nap game strong.
I can confirm. Yep. Can confirm.
Yep.
Okay, I have one last story. Okay, so I was a huge Harry Potter fan. Don't laugh at me. I was a Harry Potter slut. Specifically, Hermione Granger was the love of my life.
Yeah.
Okay, she was one of my major gay awakenings. But I didn't know that at the time, obviously. I thought I just wanted to be best friends with her, but also kiss her, but like, whatever. So I used to go into these like Harry Potter chat rooms and just make friends, and like online friends, that not actual friends, and just talk to them and just talk about all things Harry Potter. And I remember at the time I had MSN, and so I met this girl and we exchanged MSNs, and then we developed a friendship, okay? And we started talking like regularly, and eventually we started talking every day, and we started to become like super close, and then we became best friends, but never met her, okay? She lives in a totally different country. Never met the girl. Actually, what made us kind of like really stick together and like have something in common is she's from the same background as me. So, yeah. So anyway, spoke with her a lot, day in and day out. I remember like whenever she'd log on MSN, like I'd leave it open. Yes, I'd leave it open, and I'd like hang out like near the computer, and then I'd wait for the like
wait for her to come online.
The log on sign. Yeah, and then we'd chat and chat and chat. But what's interesting is that she never showed me her face, her picture, never turned on her webcam, nothing.
And you did?
I think so, but I never like sexual. Never sexual.
Well, no, yeah.
And we would talk on the phone too. We would talk on the phone, and she had like the cutest little voice, and she sounded so authentic. Sometimes we'd talk for hours on the phone, I remember. And this went on for a while.
Like years?
Like a good year or 2 years, yeah. I would say maybe like 2 years. We were like really, really tight. And I even wrote a song about her. There was one time like I was like I was going through this phase where I was like singing, and like I produced a song about her, okay? About like it was like my gesture of friendship to her.
Friendship, yeah. That's pretty gay. But yeah.
So I wrote a song, and I fucking like sang it, and I like whatever, we recorded it, me and a friend, and I sent it to her, and she was like, I love it, oh my god, I will cherish it forever, whatever. And then there was one point though that she started to kind of like log on less and less, and I became like really like obsessed, and like not obsessed in a like toxic way, but like I realized that she was pulling away, that I really was like how attached I was to her. And then I remember like it got so bad that like I was devastated. Like there were times where she wouldn't log on. Like I remember there were nights where I would spend the entire night on the couch in the basement right next to the computer, like not even going to bed, like just staying on the couch and like laying on the couch with the volume on like loudest, so that when she logs on I would hear it, just waiting for her to log on. And I was like waiting, and every hour I'd like look and check the time and this, and I was so like craving her presence and talking to her. Like I missed her so much. And I was like genuinely devastated. Like I would like cry and shit. Like it was really I was like so attached, and like
Harry Potter bestie.
She wasn't really like reciprocating it as much anymore, so I was like really, really devastated. And then one day she made all these promises to me that like when I travel to her country or whatever, we're gonna hang out. So here I was at her country, which is also my country, and I was just like, yeah, I'm here finally. And she was also leading me on. She was like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, I'm gonna take you there. So I fucking travel, show up, she never fucking surfaced. She always had an excuse. She never fucking surfaced. I went.
I'm getting major catfish vibes.
I went all the way there for the purpose of hanging out with her.
Yeah.
And I left without ever having hung out with her or seen her once.
That's sketchy.
She fucking wiggled herself out of every single fucking plan.
That is.
And then after that, we kind of kept talking for a bit, and then kind of like slowly like stopped talking as much. But yeah, what the fuck was that about? I don't know why I was so obsessed with her. But I mean, I kind of know now. Like, I think, was that gay?
I think that signs are pointing to gay. But I also think that was a catfish and you were being catfished. So that's kind of fucked up.
If that was a catfish, she was the best catfish ever because she had the voice, the character, like the way she wrote on MSN was like so her. Like,
right.
It was so. Honestly, maybe she wasn't a catfish because that back then, the way she catfished, if she was a catfish, was super impressive. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Who knows?
I mean, it's definitely easier to catfish back then.
Maybe. Anyway, so that's my story.
We want to know in the comments, was that gay?
Was that gay? I need to know.
Yeah.
Did you have a best friend at the time that you were like really emotionally attached to and like just slightly obsessed with?
And kind of wanted to kiss, but you didn't understand why.
I didn't really ever think that I was going to kiss her. I just was obsessed with her.
Yeah, because you didn't even know what she looked like.
No, I had no idea.
But had you known what she looked like, you might have started picturing kissing her.
It's possible. Yeah. It's very possible.
Because you were very into the kissies at a young age.
I was.
Yeah.
I still am.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up the episode, we had a friend tell us a story because we were reminiscing about all these things when we were young. So we're telling our friend like these stories of what we did when we were young and stuff. And then she comes out of fucking nowhere and she was like, yeah, like I think like I also knew at a young age that I was gay because I would like hook up with girls all the time. And then we were like, what do you mean hook up with girls? And she was like, well, you know, when we were young, you know, we would all go to church in our Sunday dresses, our really nice floofy dresses, and we would go to church. And like often in the church, we would go to the bathroom, me and the other girls. And then there was this one girl and she would lie down on the floor and lift her dress up. And then I would lift my dress up and we would just scissoring, straight up scissoring hard in the bathroom on the floor Sunday at church. And I was just like, what the fuck? Yo, that is not signs. That is not early signs of being gay. That is early gay. Like that is just like gay. Like you're just being full on gay. Yo, very early.
Damn. If
like that was not, gay as fuck.
If that's not an early sign of gayness.
Like I didn't know what scissoring was till I was like 18.
But I remember she said she had no idea either. She was like, we didn't know what it was. Right. We just did it and it felt good.
Yeah. I was like,
on the church.
You win.
On the gay church fucking floor, bro.
Yeah.
That is the cherry on top.
Wow. Nothing beats that. Like, honestly, if someone has something that will beat that, like,
we need to know.
I don't know if scissoring on the church floor.
Yeah.
Well, how old did she say she was? She was like 12 or 13 or something?
Oh, no, I think like younger. Anyways.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck.
Yeah, I don't need to ask the question, was that gay? Like, I know that was gay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll end it there.
Yes, we will stop right here before we get perma-banned on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Where Do I Sit podcast. Follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, pretty please, so that we can continue growing and bringing you some good content, good gay content.
Yep.
Follow us on our Insta and TikTok as well, Where Do I Sit podcast.
Yeah.
And have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful, very gay weekend. And let us know in the comments what were your early signs of gayness.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye.